Honourable member for Burnaby, New Westminster.
Well, today Canadians found out through anonymous leaks that CNOOC has agreed to meet the federal government's requests. Now, what requests, Mr. Speaker? This is the first time Canadians have heard of any requests coming from the federal government on CNOOC. Now, this government refuses to be transparent, refuses to be accountable, refuses to have respect for Canadians. So what is the government respecting of CNOOC, and why is it doing it in secret? Why is it doing it behind closed doors?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let me just address that very briefly. The Minister of Industry has been very clear. The government's policy on these matters, while we welcome foreign investment, is to scrutinize every individual foreign investment to make sure they're in the best interest of this country. On the one hand, the position of the NDP, as we know, is to be against all of these investments, and the position of the Liberal Party, as reiterated yesterday, is to rubber stamp every single one of them. We think Canadians expect us to examine these investments carefully and make sure they are in the best interest of
The Honourable member for Burnaby, New Westminster.
Well, the problem is, Mr. Speaker, this Prime Minister and these Conservatives are not credible on this issue. The Conservatives allowed Falconbridge to...
Order. There's already far too much noise going back and forth when members are putting the question and answering, so try to get a little bit more order for the rest of the question period. The Honourable member for Burnaby, New Westminster.
Truth hurts, Mr. Speaker. It surely does. Conservatives allowed Falconbridge to be taken over by Xstrata with the promise that there would be no job losses. The result? Hundreds of jobs lost. Zero consequence, no action from this government. Same thing when Inco was taken over by Valley. Hundreds of jobs lost. U.S. Steel took over Stelco. Hundreds of jobs lost. Rio Tinto took over Elcat. Hundreds of jobs lost. Why do the Conservatives consistently fail to stand up for Canadians on these takeovers?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we know that the NDP is opposed to every single actual or potential foreign investment. The reality, of course, Mr. Speaker, is that we've strengthened the Investment Canada Act to be able to secure the undertakings that are made as part of those transactions. But the reality of this government's record, Mr. Speaker, is absolutely clear. As a consequence of this government's measures, over 800,000 net new jobs.